Dump, it was all a dream. Related to killers and dope fiends. Cousin was moving at 14. White things but no porcelain. How could they sleep on this poor thing? What I foreseen was a sure thing.
Huge shout out to Uno Hype for always kicking these videos off on the right note. You guys definitely make sure to check out his music. All of it is linked in the description box below. He is so talented and I know you guys will love it. What's up, Laker fam? How are we all feeling today? I don't know about you guys, but I am feeling pretty darn amazing after these last two impressive Laker wins on the road. First against the Denver Nuggets, and then on a back-to-back, a blowout win against the Utah Jazz. You guys, I think it's pretty darn safe to say that the Lakers are just a really good team now. So to all the haters that were saying that our 10-game win streak didn't mean anything because they were all against teams that were under 500, I think these last two games can prove that we are actually a pretty darn good team and definitely the team to beat and definitely deserve to be the #1 team in the NBA, which of course is what we are right now. Lakers currently have the #1 record and have for a little while now. But let's move on. We have a lot to talk about today. There are a lot of Lakers rumors and breaking news stories that we have to cover, so let's just jump right into it. The first story that I want to talk about today is very, very sweet. This little video, obviously, of during the game, this Utah blowout win where the Lakers were already ahead. LeBron was on the bench. Very clear he wasn't coming back in the game, but he signed 2 shoes for these 2 super sweet little kids. It was adorable, and LeBron has actually done this a few times so far on the road this season. I think this is maybe his 4th time that I've seen him do it. And obviously, this is such a special moment because these kids are not only going to remember it for the rest of their lives, but their parents are. You can see in this video the dad or maybe an older brother is super excited as well. So nonetheless, the king definitely spreading some early holiday cheer and signing some shoes for some young fans on the road. Always love to see that. Now, I want to know, you guys, have you guys been to a Laker game yet? Or are you guys planning on going to one soon? So far, I've been to about 5 games. They have all been super exciting. So if you have not yet gone, definitely recommend you do so. But are you guys going to a game? Let me know down in the comments below. This is actually going to be the pinned comment because I want to know how many games or what game you are going to this season. Now, we are going to have an ad break very soon. So, you know what? While this ad is running, just go scroll down right now and let me know what game you've been to so far this season or what games you are going to this season. Alright, now moving on to some trade talk. Now, it seems like every day there is a new player who is being rumored to want to be traded to the Lakers, and today is no different because we have the possibility of the Hawks actually trading Vince Carter to the Lakers. Now, apparently, you know, the Hawks are obviously not off to this great start. They're only 5-16 in the first 21 games, and Vince Carter is a player who obviously very old. He's 42, but he wants to win a championship now. You know, if he's going to do it, this is his season to do it. He's probably not going to play again. So it is likely that the Hawks are going to trade him. Now, the 2 teams that are most likely the contenders and the 2 teams that are being rumored to be interested in him are the Los Angeles Lakers and, of course, then maybe even the Boston Celtics. They are also kind of being thrown into this trade rumor via Vince Carter. Now, will Vince Carter be a good pick for the Lakers? You know, like I mentioned, he's 42 years old. He's not really lighting it up this season. But, you know, if Andre Iguodala does not work out, as of, you know, now, Memphis is unwilling to buy him out, so they do want to trade for him. And as we do know, the Lakers do not really have any trade assets to offer the Grizzlies for Iggy. So if Iggy does not become available, then maybe Vince Carter is a potential that they could look to pick up. But I don't really think the Lakers should do it. I think if they are going to get another guy, and it's not going to be Iguodala, I would much rather prefer Jamal Crawford over Vince Carter, even though Jamal Crawford is a little bit older as well. He's 38, still younger than Vince Carter, who's 42. Plus, Jamal can add a lot of scoring. As we all know, he's a great 3-point shooter, can be that crazy knockdown 3-point shooter, extremely hot once he gets going. So not necessarily sure if Vince Carter to the Lakers is the best fit, but at the end of the day, it is definitely still something that has been reported on lately, especially since we all know that Vince Carter would like to win a championship this season. Alright, Laker fam, now even though Black Friday is over, we still have some awesome deals here on Chat Sports for Cyber Monday. So we've included links down below to all of our discounts on all of our Laker gear, but here's a quick little example of some of the awesome discounts we are offering you guys on some Lakers gear. We have these 2 Lakers t-shirts that are 50% off. We also have a LeBron James hoodie that is 30% off. So definitely make sure to check out the links down below because again, awesome discounts on some crazy cool Laker gear. But let's move on and let's talk Chris Paul. Now, as we all know, this past summer it was kind of a blockbuster trade that the Houston Rockets did with Oklahoma City Thunder, trading Chris Paul for Russell Westbrook. And you know, Chris Paul actually just did an interview where he said that he was pretty darn surprised that he was traded to OKC because he had talked to Houston Rockets general manager Daryl Morey just a couple of days prior, and he had apparently assured him he would not be traded. So he was pretty shocked that he was ultimately traded to OKC. Now, OKC is not off to the best start, but it could honestly be way worse. It would be way worse, obviously, if they didn't have Chris Paul. They are 8-12 so far on the season. And so far, Chris Paul has really made the most of his situation in OKC. He seemed to actually be in pretty good spirits, but we all know that his main theory was hoping that he was going to be traded. And a lot of people, I think, expected him that he would be traded maybe to a team like Miami, maybe even Minnesota. But as the season continues and those teams, you know, play very well without Chris Paul, it seems much more unlikely that they are going to be willing to trade for him and kind of mess up everything that they have in the flow of the season. So of course, Chris Paul has that huge contract, that really crazy contract where he's going to be making over $40 million in these next few years. So definitely not something that is going to be interesting to a lot of teams, especially teams that are already doing so well without him, like Miami and Minnesota. Now, doesn't necessarily mean that another team won't take a chance on him, you know, maybe the New York Knicks, but again, it just seems unlikely that there is going to be a trade where Chris Paul is involved. So seems likely that Chris Paul is just going to end the season and possibly maybe even end his career in Oklahoma City Thunder, which obviously is not something that he expected at all. Now let's move on and let's talk about our final storyline today, because I'm going to be updating you guys on this whole Luke Walton sexual assault allegations. But before we do, I want to remind you guys to please hit that subscribe button down below. I am so thankful because my goal was met. We reached 10,000 subscribers, or Lakers Report family members as I like to call them, by the end of November. So now my new goal is to hit 15K by Christmas. That would be awesome if it is possible. I would love to do so. So please make my holiday season extra bright and click that subscribe button down below and come join this Lakers Report family. And while you're at it, go ahead and follow me on my Instagram at Hannah Kulik and my Twitter at Hannah_Kulik to keep up with all things purple and gold. And if you enjoy fitness things, you know I love to post fitness videos and workout tips and tricks on my Instagram and a little bit on my Twitter as well. But before we get on to our last storyline, I also want to let you guys know we have been doing this a few times throughout the season. It's been very successful. We've actually had some winners here. So we want to do another predict the score. So predict Friday night's score. The Lakers are going to be playing Portland in Portland. It's going to be an awesome game. So comment down below and predict the score, and if you get it right, you will get $25 Venmo to you. So we will pick a winner who predicts the score. So go ahead, comment down below. But let's move on and let's get you guys caught up on these Luke Walton sexual assault allegations. Now, former Spectrum Sportsnet host Kelly Tennant back a few months ago accused Luke Walton of sexually assaulting her in her hotel room back when he was an assistant coach for the Golden State Warriors. Then, of course, once he became the head coach for the Lakers, she said that he continued to intimidate her. Now, all of these charges have been dropped. Kelly actually filed to have this case dismissed. So this is very good news for Luke Walton. Obviously, this was a very disturbing story. I know I was shocked when I heard of these allegations in the first place, as I'm sure a lot of Laker fans are as well. Now, the NBA did investigate Tennant's claims, but they found that there was no sufficient evidence to support them. So this case looking like it's just going to be dismissed. Obviously, Luke Walton has appeared to move on. He is now the head coach for the Sacramento Kings and is enjoying his time there. So hopefully we can all just move on from this very disturbing accusation. I'm really hoping that it really wasn't true, but at the end of the day, it doesn't seem like there was enough evidence to support her claims and that this allegation, then the case is going to be dismissed. Now that is going to be it for today's Lakers Report Rumors Roundup, talking about all of the latest breaking news stories regarding our purple and gold. Don't forget to please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think Friday night's score against the Portland Trail Blazers is going to be and who you think is going to come out on top. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a double thumbs up if you liked it. Please subscribe here on Lakers Report, and until next time, Laker Han is out. Bye guys!